Hey YouTubers, if you like what you see, make sure you click subscribe below. Today we're going to do our Week 5 Thursday Night Triple Threat episode. And it's going to be a good one.
It's going to be a hot one.
Little Coco Loco. Not for me though.
You think I should have milk or something? If I have almond milk, I'm not going to drink that shit.
In a world where losing in your fantasy football league isn't an option,
Seems pretty hot.
present to you Triple
Here's
Coverage
a black week
Podcast.
or pepper. That's supposed to be hotter than Carolina.
Coming to you live from TCP Studios in Las Vegas, Nevada, Jay Up and James Up are your co-hosts for everything fantasy football related. So sit back, crack a cold one, and enjoy the show.
Welcome to...
Wait, we didn't pick our guys or anything.
No, we can pick our guys on
Okay.
on this. There's not that many.
One, and enjoy the show.
Welcome to Triple Coverage Podcast. It is Thursday, which means it is our Thursday Night Triple Threat episode. We are already in Week 5, and we actually have another decent game on a Thursday night.
Yeah, we finally saw a lot of scoring last week.
Finally did. It was our first over of the Thursday night games.
I'll tell you right now, I'll admit it right now, right off the jump, I was completely wrong about this game. I couldn't be more wrong about this game. I thought that Green Bay was going to win. I thought it was going to be low scoring. And before you know it, we're at a softball game coaching, and every time I hit refresh on my phone, touchdown. Another touchdown. Touchdown.
Mm-hmm.
Every single time I'm like, well, there goes my over. The second that Philadelphia got to like 22 points, I think it was, I already couldn't win. So I didn't even watch the whole second half of the game or even pay attention to it. It was just a scoring free-for-all. So now you have the Philadelphia
41
Eagles.
points at halftime.
Philadelphia Eagles 2-2 now, and Green Bay's 3-1.
Yeah, I didn't see that coming. I actually took the Eagles plus the points, but I didn't see them winning straight up. It actually came down to a last second, like within 30 seconds of the game, Aaron Rodgers threw a pass that deflected off the receiver's hands and right into a linebacker.
It was a tough catch, but it was there. The ball was there, but he had defenders draped all over him. But how many times is Philadelphia going to get to the game where the last 1 minute of the game they either have a chance to win or lose? Every game this season so far has been, against Detroit, they had that drop pass, and then the following week Atlanta, they had a drop pass. Now this week it actually goes in their favor, and the other team had a drop pass, and it kind of turned into an interception. But Philly's in a lot of these close games. All of a sudden now you look next week, and Philadelphia's favored by 13.5 points. It's like, how many games has Philly been in where they're covering by that much?
Yeah, exactly. Like, they haven't had these big, gigantic leads any of the games.
Right, so why are they favored by so much?
Even the first week against Washington had a huge lead on them. They had to come back. So it's like,
come from behind victory. In this game, obviously the thing that stood out the most to me, Jordan Howard, his usage in the passing game, his usage in the running game. He had 15 carries, which was more than Miles Sanders. He also ended up having, how many targets did he have? 4 targets.
He had 4 targets.
Caught 3 of them. So he had 3 touchdowns for Jordan Howard. I would say 98% of the fantasy community did not play Jordan Howard.
We talked about playing him, though.
You picked him for the challenge, and that's actually how Jay ended up winning last week's challenge, is because he had the chance to take Aaron Jones, for some reason didn't, took Jordan Howard, and that ended up being the difference. Even though Aaron Jones found his way into the end zone, he didn't do much else. He had 6 catches for Aaron Jones.
7 targets.
Which is great on 7 targets. 13 carries. 21 yards, Jay.
Yeah, you can't run against Philly. I don't care who you are, you can't run against Philly.
21 yards.
They shut it down.
Devontae Adams had another good game. 10 catches for 180 yards and got hurt. He's another wide receiver, Jay, who has gotten all these targets and all these catches and all this yardage, no touchdowns.
Yeah, but he's also another guy that people were panicked because his first 3 weeks of the season, he did absolutely nothing. And people were panicked because he was a first-round pick. Yeah. We said, hang tight. This is his breakout game. Like, you were going to start him regardless. You weren't going to bench Devontae Adams, but everyone kept waiting. Like, do I trade him? What do I do with Devontae Adams?
Yeah.
Why is he not getting the ball? We said, just chill. Like, this is his breakout. And 10 catches, 180 yards later.
15 targets, and he didn't play the whole entire fourth quarter.
With the toe issue.
He could have had 19, 20 targets in this game.
He diagnosed himself with turf toe, and now he's going to miss week 5.
You ever done that?
I've never diagnosed myself, no.
Ever?
No.
I never have either.
I've never done, no.
We're sure that I lost, right? I didn't do the points. But now I'm looking at Aaron Rodgers, 422 yards, 2 touchdowns. You had Wentz, right?
Yeah,
you had 3 touchdowns.
3 touchdowns.
But only 160 yards.
And I had
Devontae Adams,
right? Adams, yeah.
Okay, what cost me was Zach Ertz. 7 catches, 65 yards, no touchdown. Thanks, Zachariah. So the things we wanted to see. What about Alshon? I'm sorry.
Comes back and gets a
Alshon
touchdown.
Jeffrey comes back, and Aguilar is just completely irrelevant.
0 targets.
Not a target.
0.
He had one, so they must have taken it away, and because he had one at one point.
Maybe it was a penalty.
Maybe. But, I mean, he comes back and you get 0. So before that, you had Nelson Aguilar was leading the team. He still is with 29 targets and didn't get one target in this game, but they scored 34 points.
He had Goddard come back as well.
Yeah, you had Goddard come back as well, but then, I mean, even Mac Hollins had two targets.
Green Bay's been really good against the pass, though. So, obviously, whoever was guarding Nelson Aguilar did a pretty decent job because they figured that the best way to get the ball to the receivers was Alshon Jeffrey. He had 9 targets.
The one thing that I was right about this game, Jay, and it was not much, but the one thing that I was right, Jimmy Graham, I said, would find his way into the end zone because he hadn't in the last 2 games.
You did call that.
He did. He went 6 for 61 and got a touchdown. So that was literally the only thing I called right about this game. So I'm definitely not tooting my own horn because I was wrong about everything else. I thought Green Bay would cover. I thought it would go under. I thought it would be a low-scoring dogfight. Complete opposite of the game script of how I threw or how I put it out there. But Aaron Rodgers threw the ball 53 times, Jay.
Mm-hmm.
53 times and they lost.
53 times and they lost. Carson Wentz threw it 27 times and they won. And he only threw for 160 yards, but he threw for 3 touchdowns.
Didn't have to. Look how many carries the running backs, or Carson Wentz and the running backs got. 33 touches and the running back position for just carries alone.
Mm-hmm.
They were just running the clock out the entire time because they had the lead.
That's how you beat Green Bay.
And that's how you beat Green Bay is you keep the ball out of Aaron Rodgers' hands and you keep that defense on the field. Otherwise, it's going to be a long day for you guys.
Would you like to talk about your punishment? Or would you like to just do your punishment now? Or would you like to move on to the Rams Seahawks?
I have a weird feeling that once I eat this chocolate, if you're listening on iTunes and you haven't seen the video, we do have a YouTube channel, Triple Coverage Podcast on YouTube. The reason why we do the YouTube channel is for our punishments series, which is a Thursday nights episodes. This one happened to land last week on the Coco Loco challenge. I'm a little worried. This is one I didn't want to win, or I didn't want to lose, I should say. It's spicy chocolate infused with the Black Reaper pepper, which is supposed to be, if not the hottest pepper, second hottest pepper to the Carolina Reaper. So it's basically the same thing as the Carolina Reaper pepper. I don't like chocolate to begin with, and I'm okay with spicy, but I don't want to throw up spicy, and I'm a little nervous. So I have a feeling that after I eat this, I'm not going to be able to talk that much. So
okay. So we'll save the punishment. This is a one time you're going to see our punishment is going to be at the end of the episode.
Towards the end, yeah. This is what it looks like. It even comes in a gold bar so that it stays fresh.
Very bougie. So let's talk about the Rams Seahawks game then, because that's the Week 5 Thursday game, and we'll do the punishment at the end. That way, if you can't talk, I can carry out and close out the rest of this episode.
Okay.
Does that work for you?
Yeah, give me 5 minutes to get my stomach settled down here because I'm a little nervous. This is gonna be bad.
You know the bubble guts already.
Yeah, it says the challenge is to eat the chocolate, film it, and share it, and then they'll share you on the Twitter. But I don't know if I want to do that.
Let's see how it goes before we share.
All right, so LA Rams at Seattle. What's the line in this game?
Seattle's actually currently. It is -1 at home.
Okay.
Seattle -1. Over-under's 49.5.
Okay.
That's quite a big jump because all the games have gone under except for last week. So 49.5 is quite a bit.
Yeah, but both teams really good offenses. The one stat I did find, the completion percentage leaders in 2019 for quarterbacks so far. Completion percentage, Russell Wilson's leading the league with 72.9% completion percentage. Dak Prescott is second. Surprisingly, Jay, Derek Carr, third. Matt Ryan, fourth, as bad as they're playing. And fifth, Gardner Minshew. Can you believe that? Those are the damn top 5 quarterbacks right now in completion percentage. A couple things that stood out right away for the offense. LA Rams, 6th in points scored with 29 points a game. That's the reason why the line's so high. Seattle is 9th in points scored at 25.5 points per game. So together, if you total that up, it's well over 50 points. LA Rams offense, they're 4th in passing yards, 313 yards a game. So they're definitely passing all over teams. Seattle's 10th in passing yards. So both teams are in the top 10 in points scored and in passing yardage. Defense-wise is what it's going to come down to for me. That's why I think this game is so close. The line's only 1 because these two teams are not very far off. Even though that the Rams have a better record. Oh no, they're both 3-1.
They're both 3-1. They play each other well too. Like historically, the last few seasons,
division game.
They play each other really well. I do give Seattle the slight edge just from being in Seattle. But then again, the Rams came off a huge loss. They lost by like 15 points to the Tampa Bay Buccaneers last week in LA. So that's kind of embarrassing. They have to play better. I'm leaning towards Seattle on this one though. Like, do the Rams lose 2 games in a row? Because the Rams defense did not look good against Tampa Bay.
But even with that terrible game, they're still 10th in total yards given up. So they're still in the top 10 and only giving up 330 yards a game, the Rams are.
Right.
The Seattle Seahawks are giving up 319, and they're 8th. But as far as rushing yards, both of them, their defenses are really good against the run.
Yes.
Yeah, the Rams are 9th in the league against the run, giving up 91 yards on the ground. Seattle is 6th, giving up only 79 yards a game on the ground. So I'm not sure if you're feeling comfortable here starting Gurley. Are you comfortable starting Chris Carson? I just think that they're going to have just okay games. You're going to have to hope that they find their way into the end zone. Majority of this scoring, as far as fantasy points goes, is going to come from the quarterbacks and the receivers.
The one guy I was looking for is Rashad Penny. I don't see him on the injury report.
And he's
missed the last 2 games.
Even more of a reason I don't like Chris Carson.
But I don't see Rashad Penny on the injury report as of today, which tells me that he's probably going to play.
Right.
If he's not on the injury report. And if that's the case, I think that, Carson, it does eat into his stats a little bit. So I don't feel comfortable starting Chris Carson or Rashad Penny for that matter. But I do like Lockett quite a bit this week. I love Will Dissly, especially if you're streaming tight ends. And on the Rams side of it, like, you have to start Gurley from where you drafted him in redraft. You almost have to. And hope and pray that he falls into the end zone because he's just not getting the volume of carries to give you that 100, 120-yard rushing game. He's just not. And they're not using that much in the passing game either. So you have to literally hope that he finds the end zone in this game. If not, then he's going to be less than a flex play.
Yeah, I agree. Just to touch on a couple of the guys here is Cooper Kupp. I gave the stat on the Patreon episode. If you're not a Patreon member, you can go to patreon.com/triplecoveragePodcast. You can sign up there for $1, and you'll get little nuggets like this every once in a while. Cooper Kupp, Jay, is one of only 6 wide receivers to see at least 20% of the target share 4 straight games in a row. So Cooper Kupp, to me, right now is the number 1 option on the Rams team, whether you like it or not. Let's break it down. Cooper Kupp, 2nd in the NFL in targets with 46 targets through 4 games. Robert Woods is 4th in the NFL in targets with 38 targets. Brandon Cooks, Jay, is 26th in the league right now, 31 targets. So as of now, through 4 weeks, it looks like it's Kupp, then Woods, and then Cooks. Cooks is going to have huge games every once in a while where he catches 10 balls, but it's been the more consistency of Kupp and Woods through the first 4 weeks for now. On the other side of the ball, Tyler Lockett has 32 targets on the season. DK Metcalf is 2nd on the team with 23 targets. So both guys are getting the ball just because there's no one else there outside of Tyler Lockett and Will Dissly.
And I actually like all the receiving options for both these teams. I like Cooper Kupp a lot. I like Woods even. He had a big blow-up game against Tampa Bay. And Brandon Cooks. I would start any one of those guys, or all of them if I had them. And on the, I don't know if I start DK Metcalf.
No.
I think they're probably going to put Talib on him. Does it smell spicy? They're probably going to put Talib on him, and I think that it's going to be too much for the young rookie.
I'm opening the chocolate at the moment. I'm trying to not.
Maybe those are the seeds.
Oh my god, I don't know if those are seeds. If these are seeds, this is going to be the worst 20 minutes of my life.
Well, we did talk about only doing half the bar, so you don't have to do the whole bar. It's half the bar.
Let me try half and see what happens.
Is there anything else you want to get out before we move on to your punishment?
Because I'm going to do the punishment, and then I want to pick our teams after I eat the chocolate, and then you have to spin the wheel.
What if you can't speak?
I'll circle.
Okay.
All right. So I get first pick.
Yeah, because you lost. You get first pick.
Cheers. I don't know why I didn't think about this, but Jay mentioned it right before I hit record. I have no water. I have no milk. I don't
have coffee.
I have coffee. I'm not sure how that's gonna help.
Does the coffee have any milk or cream in it?
You might have to run downstairs. All right. Well, cheers. This is a punishment.
That is
holy crap. Already it's on my tongue hot, really hot.
So do you want to pick your guys while you can still talk?
Oh my god.
I just want to smell it because it smells, I don't even know how to touch it. Yeah. It smells pretty spicy.
Oh my god.
Are you going to be able to talk or no?
Hang on. So I get first pick?
Yeah.
Wow. Ooh, this is steaming. I'll take Cooper Kupp.
Hopefully this throws you off a little bit too.
Dude. It's definitely building steam.
I'll take I'll go Lockett. And then I'll get a second pick.
Yep.
I will go Jared Goff.
I'll take oh my god. I'll take Gurley. Oh my god, I almost threw up. I'm not even kidding. I should have brought a trash can. Hang on, I'm nervous. I might throw up for real.
You're gonna throw up. You need the trash can.
Can you give me the bathroom trash can? I'm not even playing. Gurley and Wilson I'll take. Oh my god. Hurry, dude. Alright, you're up for one more. I'm not even kidding. I'm about to throw up.
Sick.
Hurry
as
up.
A dog. Okay. My third pick, you picked Gurley and Wilson. I guess I need a running back, so I will go with Chris Carson.
All right, finish it. Or
Over Penny.
Who's got what?
All right, so James is gonna have Russell Wilson, Todd Gurley, and Cooper Kupp.
Yeah.
And I have Jared Goff, Chris Carson, and Tyler Lockett. I feel like it's pretty evenly matched. I like the Kupp side, but I also like me having Goff to where if it is a long touchdown, I get points for that as well. So we'll see how that ends up. Let's spin the wheel.
Oh my god.
I'll even spin it if you like.
What you like? Oh my god, it's like sitting right here. I'm gonna throw up.
Would you like me to spin it then?
Yeah.
Let's hope it's not the Choco Challenge again. Oh, it's karaoke.
All right, that's fine.
You ready to do karaoke now than Choco Challenge?
Yeah, this is.
Okay, so it's going to be karaoke for the Rams-Seahawks game. Thursday night preview. We will be back next Thursday. You will see one of us singing karaoke, but we will have clear throats because of the Choco Challenge. I'm so glad I didn't land on that because I don't think I'd be able to handle it just like you. I can't drink milk either, just like you. So you bowl tonight?
Yeah. I'm gonna have a stomach ache for sure.
For sure.
It's just sitting right here, like it's ready. It's like it's on fire. Like it's almost like you have heartburn, but really, really bad. Like it's gonna come up.
Is what it's just sitting there on deck.
Like my tongue's kind of on fire, but that's literally secondary to. I'm gonna throw up.
Did you drink coffee to have a little bit of milk in there?
As soon as I touched my mouth, it was worse. So now it's just gonna let my nose run for a while, and hopefully, I don't know if it'd be better to throw it up or if it's gonna be worse coming out.
It's probably like hot fire throw up.
Like I'm having a hard time breathing, man.
Like you and Dylon are spitting hot fire. So if you are listening to us on the podcast that came out Thursday morning, make sure you go to YouTube, hit subscribe. You'll see all the punishments from every Thursday night. This is the one episode we put up because we want you guys to see the punishments, whether it's karaoke or whether it's eating the hot chocolate with a ghost pepper or whatever it is, a black reaper or whatever it is. All these punishments that we land on will be on YouTube. So make sure you go check that out. I think this is the end of our episode so that you can go throw up.
All right. Yeah.
All right.
Crack one?
Let's crack it. Crack a milk.
This is, dude. Like as soon as